Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rutendo, and if you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are a Rutendo subscriber, yes, I said Rutendo because I usually say returning, but it always sounds like Rutendo, so I'm just gonna go with it. If you are a Rutendo subscriber, thank you so much for being here. I absolutely love you and I really appreciate the support. Thank you guys for getting me to 100 subscribers like from the last video. I really appreciate it. I'm like, oh my god, so clearly I need to beg for these subscribers. I'm just kidding, I don't need to beg, but can we like do something like let's get to 200 subscribers in this video. Like, why don't we do that? You know, can we get to 200 subscribers after watching this video, you guys? Thank you. Okay, but anyway, as you can see from the title, today we're doing a Zara haul, my favorite Zara perfume slash my Zara collection slash the best Zara perfumes. So if that's something you want to see, do keep on watching. I'm gonna start with the perfumes that I've always had in my collection, and then we'll get into the ones I recently purchased. So the first perfume that kind of introduced me to Zara perfumes, and I purchased this in 2019, was a perfume called Wonder Rose, and I had that for a year. I think I had the 200 mils. I absolutely loved that perfume. It has, the notes are pear, red fruits, and vanilla. So it's a very light, it's an eau de toilette, it's a very light fragrance, but so fruity and like sweet, and then it has like that vanilla dry down, like, oh, I absolutely loved it. And I haven't used it since the end of 2019, I think, so it's been 2 years now, almost 2 years now. I decided to buy this little tester box, and it has Wonder Rose because I just wanted to test it out and see if I still like it, because obviously your scent profile changes. Like the scents that you used to like might not be scents that you appreciate now, and I've kind of forgotten what it smelled like, to be honest. Even though I knew I liked it then, I didn't know I would still like it now. So I ended up buying this little tester pack, which has Oriental, Wonder Rose, Gourmand, Addict, Ultra Juicy, and Apple Juice. And I love this scent. Like, it smells so good. That pear, vanilla dry down, it's just such a nice fruity fragrance. Obviously, because it's an EDT eau de toilette, it doesn't really last. With a lot of Zara perfumes, you kind of need to reapply them. So I think I'm definitely gonna repurchase this. I'm 100% repurchasing it, and I'm getting the 200 mils. Yo, it smells so good. I'm getting the 200 mils, and I'm actually gonna make this like my bedtime scent. So just like a scent that I can spray at bedtime. This is a summer. You can actually wear this in the summer. It's just the fact that the lasting power is not, it doesn't have much of like a lasting power because it's eau de toilette. So you'll probably need to reapply it maybe like 2 times, depending on how much you want like your smell to project. But yeah, so I love Wonder Rose. That's one of my favorite perfumes, and it's what actually introduced me to Zara perfumes. Secondly, what I actually bought a year ago, I'm gonna start with my least favorite, and then we'll get into like the one that's close to my heart. So the next one I'm gonna mention is Violet Blossom, and I like this scent. I really do. I think I have like a love-hate relationship with it, because there's times when I'm like, oh, I like it, and then there are other times I'm just like, there's better, I have better. But it is it's a beautiful, it has that cherry blossom. I remember when I bought this, I was with a friend of mine, and I'd actually sprayed this perfume on a tester strip, and I smelled it and I was like, yeah, it's okay. And then when I was looking at the other scents, she sprayed this in the air, and you get a whiff. You get a whiff of that cherry blossom, and I'm telling you, like, as soon as you smell that, like, you want to purchase it. So when I smelled that, I was like, okay, I need to get this. However, it smells so good. It does have, when it dries down, so the base note, the top note's a cherry blossom, and then it has Magnolia and tonka beans. So obviously the dried down, because the base note is tonka bean, when it has dried down, that's what you smell. Wow, take a shot for every time I say dry down. But anyway, when it dries down, you definitely smell the tonka beans start coming through. So it starts off as this cherry, like sweet fragrance to a mysterious, strong type of fragrance. And I think I really like the top notes. If this had cherry blossom, coffee, and vanilla, I think I would like it a lot more. But great, this is definitely an evening scent. It's an eau de parfum. So the projection is there. Yeah, but it's definitely an evening scent. So once you spray this in the evening, it will last you the rest of the night. I definitely wouldn't wear this in the summer, which is why I haven't used much of it. It's literally like here. Definitely not a summer fragrance for me because of that tonka bean. But definitely a fall, could work in the winter, I think. But yeah, it is a good fragrance. It's just not my favorite because of the way it dries down. But I love when I smell it, that like initial cherry. A lot of people say that this is a dupe for Alien by Thierry Mugler. Listen, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I actually used to own Alien by Thierry. I used to own Alien, let me not even say his name again, but I used to own Alien because my gran gave me one of her bottles. And people say it smells the same. I don't get that, to be honest. And I don't even think I remember what Alien smelled like. I just know Alien is very like strong and in your face. And maybe you get a little bit of that with the dry down, but I don't get it. Probably it's also a purple bottle, so maybe that's why people kind of connected to this. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. So yeah, I think this one you might need to like test it out for yourself. There are people who really love this scent. You might love it too, so yeah. The next scent in my collection is the Tobacco Collection Rich Warm Addictive. This is a favorite. A lot of people who like Zara perfumes, they always gravitate towards this one too because it's a very beautiful scent. Like this is your typical fall scent. It is actually in the men's collection, believe it or not, but it's very sweet. When you smell it, you definitely get like honey. Like you get that honey, that vanilla, coconut, then you get the tobacco. It's woody, it's like a warm, spicy type of scent, but very sweet. I really like this. I bought this a year ago and I've used a lot of it because I used a lot of this last year in the fall and winter. Definitely don't use it during summer because I don't know, I just don't appreciate it in the summer as much as I do in the fall and the winter. Maybe it's that tobacco. Yeah, if you like a honey sweet fragrance that reminds you of like fall, then I think you're definitely gonna like this one. So you should give it a try. Next in my collection, I have Gourmand Addict. Now this, it's a very sexy scent. Like it's like a grown woman type of scent. This has patchouli and it's also like a little sweet, but it's a little woody too. So definitely has like a lot of patchouli. So if you're not a fan of patchouli, you might not like this, but this is such a good fragrance, honestly. Apparently it's a dupe for 1 million by, is it PACCO or RABBAN? Not sure, but I've never smelled 1 million, so I wouldn't know. This is a very good scent. It smells really good. As you can see, I bought this a year ago and it's almost finished. Am I going to repurchase this? Probably not. That's only because there's another fragrance that has patchouli that I absolutely love. It smells really different from this and I'll talk about it later on, but this is still a really good scent. I love this scent. So yeah, this is Gourmand Addict. So one of my absolute favorite perfumes is Gardenia by Zara, and the name is actually a little misleading. Like a lot of Zara perfumes, even like Gourmand Addict, it's also misleading because it doesn't have that gourmand. Gourmand usually are fragrances you want to eat. As soon as you smell them, you just want to eat them, and this definitely is far from it. But anyway, Gardenia also in the same way. It's called Gardenia, but it's not a Gardenia fragrance. This is actually my second bottle in the last year, and this recently finished, and the only reason I haven't bought another bottle is because it's out of stock for some reason. So I'm definitely gonna get my hands on the 200 mils. The 200 mils will be my third bottle in the last year because I love this fragrance so much. The top notes are orange blossom, and then orange blossom, coffee, and vanilla. Ooh, this fragrance does it for me. Like, it smells so good. This is something you could blind buy and you might like it, especially if you've used Black Opium for her, the one that comes with the pink. They say this is a dupe, but a lot of reviews that I've watched, a lot of people say that this is even better than Black Opium for her. And I kind of agree, because this is such a good perfume. This is an EDP, so the projection is really there. I've gotten a lot of compliments while wearing this perfume. People are like, oh my god, you smell so good, you smell so good. I think it really works with my body chemistry and my pH. I don't know, I love the scent so much. So yeah, something you could definitely get your hands on. Okay, so those are the perfumes I currently had in my collection for a while. Now these are the ones I've recently purchased, and I'm gonna start from my least favorite to my most favorite from the ones I actually purchased recently. Number 1, Golden Decade, and this is from Zara's Chapter 3 collection, which recently came out, I think 2 months ago or something. And this is a dupe for YSL Libre. Now, it is a very beautiful scent, I will say. I've had it for like a few days now, and a lot of people who have YSL Libre say this is like a dupe, like smells exactly like it. So if YSL Libre is a perfume that you absolutely love and you've had it in your collection, you want to get a dupe for it, then this is something you can definitely get your hands on. I think with dupes, they work well if, for example, they're like those really expensive perfumes and you might not necessarily want to wear them around the house, but you want to smell like it. So maybe if you're taking the dog for a walk, or you're just like around the house, working from home, going to the gym, and you want to smell like your very expensive perfume, but you don't want to waste it, and your dupes work really well. And Zara has done such a good job with these dupes, so you could definitely get your hands on this. So this smells, what are the notes? Oh my gosh. It has vanilla, jasmine, and bergamot. I'm not sure what bergamot smells like, but you also get a little bit of orange and quite a bit of lavender. It's like a grown woman type of smell. This can be your signature smell, something you can wear all year round because it does work. I think it would work in summer too. But yeah, it does have like a little bit of that sweet element to it, but it is definitely a good fragrance. So if YSL Libre is something that is a fragrance that you like, you probably are going to like this one too. So yeah, you can give it a try. Red Temptation. And now, a little bit of a backstory. This is said to be a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540, and everybody and their mom thinks like this is like 95% smells like Baccarat Rouge. There have been a lot of dupes for that fragrance that have come out, because it's such a popular fragrance and a lot of people love it. I've seen reviews where people who actually own Baccarat Rouge 540 and they're like, you could leave the house and no one will know that you were not wearing Baccarat Rouge. They'll think you're actually wearing it because this smells exactly like it. Now, I knew about Baccarat Rouge in 2019 because an influencer that I follow was asked what her favorite perfume was, and she said Baccarat Rouge 540. So I put Baccarat Rouge 540 in my perfume wish list, and I've never smelled Baccarat Rouge, but I know it's a $300 perfume. Like, it is a very expensive perfume. But I'm like, okay, one day I'm gonna get it. And then when I watched like a lot of reviews, people mentioned that this is a dupe. So I blind bought it before I even smelt it. I blind bought it with the Golden Decade perfume. However, for some reason, Zara delivered my package late. It was supposed to be a next day delivery. It ended up being like 4-day delivery. I don't know what happened. And during those 4 days, I was at the mall and I'm like, okay, let me actually go to Zara and just like see if they have it so I can actually smell them and see what other perfumes they have. And I spray this on my wrist and I smell them. I'm like, hold on, is this Baccarat Rouge 540? Like, is this Red Temptation? I looked at this bottle like 3 times, you guys, because the scent was very underwhelming and I think I expected better. So I was like, I don't think I like it. I'm like, oh, I think when my package arrives, I'm probably going to return it. And I ended up even buying the next perfume that I'm gonna mention. However, like an hour later, I kept like smelling my wrist and this fragrance. It was obviously Red Temptation. I'm like, oh, I kind of like that scent. Like it was luring me in. There's something about it so endearing. It just, yeah. So I'm like, okay, I actually kind of like this. I think when it dries down, because it's got a very woody medicinal type of scent, it also has that like there's some sweetness to it. And Baccarat Rouge 540 is known to have like a woody medicinal scent, but it's like a brown sugar, dried down, sweet kind of situation going on. It doesn't give me like brown sugar, but it definitely has like something sweet about it. Like there's something about this fragrance that just lures you in. Right? I think this is something that a lot of people would like, and I like it too. It's a very grown woman, sexy scent. Yeah, I'm a fan. And then the last one in my collection, which I absolutely love, and that is the Rose Gourmand fragrance. And this is from the Chapter 1 collection. Actually, Red Temptation and Rose Gourmand are both from the Chapter 1 collection, which they released end of last year, I think, or beginning of this year. I'm not really sure. But they've been so popular. Like Red Temptation, for example, has been getting like sold out because people loved it. So I think they relaunched it or they repackaged it and brought it back. But Rose Gourmand is an amazing scent. Oh, I sprayed this once on my wrist and I was like, I need to buy this. I had to buy this. It smells so good. The rose, it has rose, amber and vanilla. That rose, so it's like a very fruity, sweet type of scent with like vanilla. It smells so good. Honestly, I absolutely love this. I've had this for I think like a week now, and I've used quite a bit of it. It smells amazing. Like, oh, this is definitely one of my favorites. And apparently this is a dupe for MONTALE Intense Cafe or Roses Vanille. And I've never smelled those fragrances. Apparently MONTALE Intense Cafe has a specific rose scent, and that's the one that's exactly in here. So yeah, the projection is great. This lasts a very long time. Yo, Zara! I don't know what Zara is doing, but they did well with this one. If you don't like rose scents, then you might not like this at all because it's not an overpowering rose, but it's really there. But I feel like it's a rose scent that you would like. I love it. I absolutely love it. So this is definitely one of my favorites, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna get another bottle of this. I do want to mention that there are 2 fragrances that are not yet in my collection, but I'm definitely going to be purchasing them next month, and that's and that's Ebony Wood, which I actually smelt it and I'm like, ooh, I understand the appeal because a lot of people love that fragrance. It's very spicy, woody. You can smell like that clove in there. It's a beautiful scent. It's not sweet. Excuse me, it's not sweet at all, but it's a scent I definitely want to have in my collection. I usually really like sweet scents, but that one, ooh, I like it. And also Vibrant Leather for Her. I need to get my hands on that perfume, which is why I was saying I probably am not going to repurchase this Vibrant Leather for her, it doesn't smell like this at all, but it also has patchouli. And Vibrant Leather actually has red currant, patchouli, and leather. It's such a sexy scent. It smells so good, and I can't wait to add it to my collection. I think I actually prefer Vibrant Leather for her over Golden Decade, but you know what, I'm actually gonna give Golden Decade a really good try and actually wear it for a really long time. So we've come to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Do let me know which Zara perfumes you love and which ones you think I should also try out. Also let me know which ones from my collection that you didn't like at all. And yeah, if you like the video, click the like button. If you want to keep up with my content, do click the subscribe button. Let's get to 200 subscribers, please and thank you. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.